Hi, I'm Mike and this is Superpants Workshop. Today I'm going to be covering how I made these replicas of Splurge guns from the 1970s film and how we go about using them. The guns in the original film were intended to shoot what was known as donut cream. They were originally powered by a gas canister and able to fire the cream out the front. It turned out in the end that they used cream foam from offset to actually get most of the hits, as the guns were proven to be too powerful. For these replicas, I wanted to make them practical so that I could actually take them to an event. This was a 20s themed New Year's Eve party, but they needed to be completely self-contained. I started off by taking still images from the film, working out the correct proportions and sizes of the parts, and with some information I was able to find about the fact that the bore diameter of the barrel was the size of a ping pong ball, I was able to scale them reasonably accurately. These guns are designed to fire a foam spray, this avalanche or blizzard foam that comes in a can, and so I had to find a way of concealing this within the gun. I therefore did have to tweak the proportions of the guns slightly, but I think they still look pretty close to the film, and they do have the advantage of working. The barrel is made out of a piece of PVC drain pipe. It's around about 40mm diameter. The stock is cut from a piece of shelving timber and stained and varnished. The magazine is made from a couple of discs of plywood, and between those discs are a number of cut lengths of the PVC pipe, same as the barrel. These are made the right width so that the canister for the aerosol fits up inside the gun. We have a handle at the front and its support of the barrel. That's just a piece of scrap wood. Again, that's stained to match the rear. The mechanism consists of the trigger down here, which is pivoted at the top and is able to move. That is a solid piece of aluminium in an L shape, so as you move the trigger, the lever at the top here moves up and down. The aerosol canister sits in this gap here, and as the lever moves, it presses down on the top of the canister. I've adapted the spray nozzle from the canister. That nozzle is connected to a piece of clear plastic tube, and that runs out to the front of the barrel. This bit was one of the most difficult parts to get right. The bore size of this tube needed to be optimised. Too small and it doesn't shoot very far. Too large and it just ends up foaming inside and blocks up. So to get from that to the nozzle that's on the can, we've got another little piece of plastic tube in there that forms an adapter. The first thing to do is to remove the screw that's holding the chamber bottom on and open it up. This is just hinged, and inside should be a couple of pieces of foam. So take those out. This can comes with a nozzle on the top, so we've removed that first. We've got that no nozzle on it now because we're going to use the nozzle that's in the gun. Drop the can into the chamber and turn over. This is where we've got a bit of a slightly awkward job. What we need to do is manipulate the nozzle onto the top and push in up. Now, being careful that if we push too hard on this, it will come out the end. Once it looks like it's in the right position with the red cap sat in the top and the lever resting on top of the red cap, we can turn this back over We can then use the bits of green foam, just a little bit of packing in the bottom, and we can secure the base back on. We don't need to do this screw up too hard, just so it's pinched up. We can turn the gun back over, open the top back up, and we should see that the cap is in there in just about the right place. Right, we now have the gun loaded up. This is now ready to fire. It's as simple as pulling the trigger, and that's it. The cans don't last that long, so you might find when using these that you have to change the cans quite often. It's not that difficult to do. At the end of usage, we'll end up with some foam in the tube. What we want to do is clean that out. So what I tend to do is take the main can out, and then can use a small syringe to just backflush some water through it, clean out the muck from it. We're going to demonstrate how this works outside. It's a bit windy today, so the results might not be brilliant. Here we go.